There are moments in life when the world seems to go quiet, when the noise of the crowd fades, and something deep within calls your attention. If you are hearing this message before the 15th of August ends, it is not an accident. It is not coincidence. It is a signal, a sign, a whisper from the unseen currents of life, telling you that you are being summoned for something greater than yourself. Not everyone hears this call. Not everyone sees the signs. But those who do are never the same again. The world is filled with distractions, screens flashing, voices competing, and endless demands pulling at your focus. Yet here you are, drawn to these words. Something beyond logic has brought you here, at this very time, at this exact intersection of your life's journey. And if you listen carefully, you will sense that this moment holds weight. This is a threshold. Once you step through, you will not be able to return to the way things were. You have been living your life perhaps unaware of the quiet forces shaping your path. The wind carries the scent of destiny, but most are too busy to notice. They keep their eyes on the ground, missing the stars above them. But you have felt the pull. You have questioned. You have searched. You have wondered why certain patterns repeat, why certain doors open for you when they remain closed for others. This is because you were never meant to follow the common path. You were always being prepared for something higher, but with being chosen comes responsibility. The path is not soft, nor is it free of obstacles. In fact, the path of the chosen is often steeper, filled with trials designed to strip away everything false and awaken what is pure within. The storms that come are not there to destroy you, but to carve strength into your bones. The betrayals, the losses, the moments you thought would break you, they were not punishments, but training. Every hardship has been shaping you into the person who could carry the weight of what is about to be given. And now, the timing matters. The 15th of August is not just a date on the calendar. It is a point in the cycle, a moment where unseen doors open and align with your energy. If you can see this, hear this, and feel this before that day ends, it means your alignment has already begun. The signals will grow stronger, the opportunities more precise, and the challenges more demanding. This is how the chosen are refined. Many will scroll past this message without a second thought. They are not ready. But you have been stopped here for a reason. The world is about to test you, to shape you, to call you into a role that others will not understand. And when the moment comes, you will remember this day. The day you realized you were never just passing through this life. You were called. You were chosen. When life aligns in a way that feels beyond reason, it is rarely by chance. The feeling that you have arrived at a specific place, at a specific time, with a specific message in front of you is not random. Being chosen means you have been walking a path that was quietly set before you, often without your conscious awareness. This is not about luck or simple good fortune, but about a deeper rhythm of life where your actions, your thoughts, and even your struggles have brought you into alignment with something greater than yourself. Every moment in your life, whether filled with joy or burdened with pain, has been a thread in the tapestry of your destiny. It is as if the universe has been preparing the soil of your soul for a seed that can only be planted now. The people you have met, the doors that have opened and closed, the seemingly small decisions you have made, they have all been pieces of an intricate design. To be chosen means you have been marked for a journey that cannot be compared to others. While the world moves in patterns dictated by chance and randomness, your path moves according to purpose. It is why you often feel set apart, why certain experiences seem to follow you, why you are drawn to ideas, visions, and truths that others overlook. This alignment with destiny is not something you can force or create by willpower alone. It is the result of an invisible pull, something ancient and unexplainable guiding you to where you must be. You may have noticed how in moments of uncertainty, certain signs appear. A conversation at the right time, a thought that comes without warning yet answers a question you have been holding for weeks. A sequence of events that fit together too perfectly to be called coincidence. These are not accidents, they are confirmations. They are the quiet language of destiny, speaking to those who are ready to listen. Most people will dismiss these things, chalking them up to randomness. But for the chosen, these signs resonate deeply, stirring an inner knowing that cannot be denied. Being chosen also means you have a responsibility to stay aware, to protect your focus from the noise and distraction of the world. Alignment is delicate. The smallest distraction can cause you to miss the whisper that was meant to guide you. This is why chosen ones often feel a pull towards solitude, reflection, and clarity. The path is not about speed, it is about precision. Every step you take now is part of a greater unfolding. You may not understand the full picture, but you are not meant to. The understanding comes as you walk. And with every moment you recognize and accept this alignment, the path ahead reveals itself just a little more, calling you deeper into the truth of why you are here. The path of the chosen is never the easy road. It is not lined with constant comfort or uninterrupted joy, but with challenges that demand more from you than you think you have to give. From the outside, it may appear unfair, as if life has placed unnecessary weight on your shoulders, but in truth it is the refining process. Just as fire purifies gold and pressure shapes diamonds, the trials you face are not meant to break you, but to strip away what is weak, false, or unprepared within you. This path is steep, and the climb requires endurance, patience, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when the summit is hidden by clouds. Every step tests your resilience, demanding you to rely not on comfort, but on strength drawn from deep within. Those who are chosen cannot be shaped by an ordinary journey. They must walk through storms that others avoid, carry burdens that others drop, and endure seasons of silence where answers seem far away. It is in these seasons that your faith is tested most. The easy path never produces the character required to handle great responsibility. The chosen must be prepared to lead, to influence, to protect, or to carry truths that others cannot bear. This preparation comes in the form of challenges that will not make sense to those around you. People may misunderstand you, judge you, or even distance themselves from you because your journey does not match theirs. The steepness of the path is not only in the external trials, but in the inner battles you must fight. Doubt will come, whispering that you are not capable. Fear will try to convince you to turn back. Loneliness will press on you when you feel unseen and unsupported. These inner challenges are part of the refining, teaching you to stand firm in who you are even without applause or validation. The chosen must learn to walk with conviction when no one else sees the vision you carry. Every obstacle is an invitation to grow stronger. Every setback contains a hidden lesson. Every delay sharpens your patience. The climb may be exhausting, and there will be moments you question why you were given such a difficult road. But the truth is that you are being prepared for something beyond what an easy life could ever equip you for. The trials are shaping your character, expanding your capacity, and deepening your understanding. While others may find contentment in the valley, you are being called to heights that require more of you. And though the climb is demanding, it is on this steep path that you will discover the strength, clarity, and vision that could only be forged in the fire of trials. Every hardship you have endured has carried within it a purpose, even if that purpose was hidden in the moment. Pain rarely feels like preparation while you are living through it. It feels like loss, like betrayal, like a weight too heavy to carry. Yet when you look back, you begin to see how each wound shaped you, how each season of struggle stripped away illusions, how each disappointment forced you to grow in ways you might never have chosen for yourself. For those who are chosen, there is no wasted suffering. Every trial is training, every challenge is a sharpening of the spirit, every heartbreak is a lesson in resilience, empathy, and strength. There were times you thought you were being punished, when in reality, you were being prepared. The doors that closed were not rejections, they were protections. The relationships that ended were not failures, they were pruning, removing what could not travel with you into the next stage of your purpose. The nights you cried in silence, feeling abandoned, were the very nights where unseen hands were reshaping you, teaching you to stand on your own foundation. Without those moments, you would not have the capacity to handle the weight of what is coming. Preparation through hardship is a refining process. It teaches patience because the chosen cannot be rushed into their purpose prematurely. It teaches humility because you cannot carry the responsibility of being chosen with arrogance. It teaches perspective because you have seen what it is like to lose, to be misunderstood, to feel small, and this will keep you grounded when influence and opportunity come. Every hardship has been a tool in shaping not just what you do, but who you are. When the chosen face pain, it is often deeper than most can understand. This is because the lessons required for your journey are not surface-level lessons. They are lessons that must reach into the core of your being. You have been taught endurance not just by waiting, but by surviving seasons where the wait seemed endless. You have been taught courage not just by facing fear, but by walking forward when fear was screaming for you to stop. You have been taught wisdom not just through study, but through mistakes that demanded reflection and change. Others might see your hardships as unfortunate events, but you are beginning to see them as stepping stones. Each one prepared you for a specific moment you have not yet reached. Each one trained your heart to recognize truth, your eyes to discern the real from the false, and your spirit to remain steady when everything around you shifts. You were never being broken without reason. You were being built into the kind of person who can bear the responsibility, the influence, and the calling that comes with being chosen. The 15th of August is not simply a date. It carries with it a shift in energy, a moment in which certain doors open that remain invisible to the unprepared eye. For the chosen, time is not just a sequence of days and nights. It is a map marked with specific points when destiny intersects with opportunity. These points are rare, and when they arrive, the air itself feels different. You may sense a pull, a heightened awareness, or a deep stirring inside, as if something is moving you toward a decision, an encounter, or a realization that has been in the making for years. This alignment is not a coincidence. It is the culmination of everything you have experienced leading up to this moment. Spiritual alignment happens when the inner and outer worlds meet in perfect timing. The struggles you have endured, the lessons you have learned, and the resilience you have built all become tools you can now use. The choices you make during this alignment carry more weight because they are amplified by forces you cannot see. For many, these windows pass unnoticed. They continue with their routines, unaware that something extraordinary was within their grasp. But for those who are chosen, there is an awareness, a sense that now is different, that this time matters more than others. Moments like this are rare because they require both readiness and recognition. Readiness comes from the preparation that trials have given you. Recognition comes from your ability to notice the subtle signs that the alignment is here. It may be a conversation that arrives at the perfect time, a chance meeting that shifts your direction, or an opportunity that appears just when you have gained the wisdom to handle it. When spiritual alignment is in place, the obstacles that once seemed immovable may suddenly give way, and the paths that were blocked may begin to open. The significance of the 15th of August lies not in superstition, but in timing. There is a rhythm to life, and just as seasons change in nature, seasons change in your personal journey. This date marks a threshold, a point when certain things that were locked away can be accessed. It is a time when clarity can come more easily, when decisions made with intention can have long-reaching effects, and when the steps you take forward are met with a greater force pushing you ahead. If you are aware enough to recognize this alignment, you understand that your actions now will echo into the future. The chosen are not given this awareness for curiosity's sake. They are entrusted with it so they can move deliberately. This is why the days leading up to and including this moment feel charged, as if the universe is leaning closer, whispering that the time to step forward is now, and that hesitation will mean missing something that will not return in the same way again. Not everyone is able to recognize the call when it comes, and this is what separates the chosen from the rest. The call is rarely loud. It does not announce itself with fanfare or demand attention in ways that the world would notice. Instead, it arrives quietly, often in moments when you are alone, reflective, or at the edge of change. It is subtle enough to be ignored, yet powerful enough to alter the course of your life if you respond. Most people are too caught in the noise of their surroundings to hear it. They dismiss the feelings that tug at them, the strange coincidences, the moments that seem too perfectly timed. They assume it is nothing, and so they miss it entirely. For those who are chosen, the call feels different. It lingers. It stays with you no matter how much you try to push it aside. It shows up in your thoughts when you wake. It returns in the quiet moments of your day, and it follows you into your sleep. This persistence is not without reason. It is a sign that you are meant to answer. Yet even among those who sense the call, few will respond. Answering means stepping away from the comfort of the familiar. It means walking into uncertainty with trust that the path will reveal itself in time. The reason not everyone recognizes the call is because it requires a certain state of heart and mind to perceive it. Distractions dull the senses, pride blinds the eyes, and fear closes the ears. The chosen have often gone through experiences that strip away these barriers, leaving them open enough to feel when something significant is happening beneath the surface of life. This awareness is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. Once you recognize the call, you cannot unhear it. You may try to ignore it, but it will find ways to remind you, sometimes gently and sometimes through circumstances that force you to pay attention. Recognizing the call is not about seeing something extraordinary with your eyes, but about perceiving it with your spirit. It is the ability to sense that there is meaning in the moment you are living, even if you do not yet understand it fully. This is why many will walk past the same signs you see and feel nothing, while you will be stopped in your tracks, because something deep within you knows it matters. This inner recognition is what sets you apart, and why the journey of the chosen cannot be replicated by those who are not ready. When you answer the call, you step into a flow where life seems to arrange itself in ways that guide you toward your purpose. The signs become clearer, the connections more meaningful, and the timing more precise. Those who never recognize the call will not understand the changes they see in you, but you will know that you are moving in alignment with something far greater than chance.